Hi YouTube, it's Joe again. This is my second haul video which I've done, and I'll show you in a minute some of the stuff I sold over the weekend. This is all stuff I picked up. I went out on the Saturday this week, small boot sale. Was planning on going out on the Sunday, but in the end just didn't really have time, and the charity which I work for, we were speaking in a church, so I had to be up and ready to do that. So these were basically just things I picked up on Saturday and then a few things from charity shops. So I'll just whiz through them. I've been watching a few people's videos, and yeah, they're great, but some people take a bit of time, you know, to talk through every bit of item they've got. So I'm just going to whiz through these, otherwise you'll be here all day. So first thing I picked up was a pair of just men's slip-on Grenson shoes, really good condition. Paid £2.50 for those from the boot sale. One guy had a number of trainers, pretty decent ones, and he was looking for £5 for each of these. And this is a pair of Nike Air Force Ones. They're quite interesting. You might be able to see it, but they've got like a sort of a wood grain effect on them. So yeah, £4 for those, size 10. Should look to get about 25-30 quid back. People have got these listed on eBay USA for over $100. Probably the best pair of trainers I got at the boot sale this weekend is these are a pair of Nike Air Structures. Really good condition. I mean, they've got a tiny bit of rubbing around the edge, but you often get that on Nike Air Max, on your classics and all those sort of things. Size 8, so a good size, and a guy again sold exactly the same colourway as this on eBay for 57 quid, so for £5 with the box you should do well on those. Another pair of Nike Air Max here. Fortunately these ones don't have the inner sole, but you know, I've probably got a few inner soles knocking around. Again, good size, size 8, really good condition, bit of sort of little bit of wear around the rims, but great for a £5. Should look to get about 35-40 back on those. Coming down here, another pair. These were £2.50. These are Nike Air Max. I can't remember the names actually. Nike Air Max Rush or something like that. I can look it up by typing in the code. Now they're not. They're missing their inner soles, and the backs aren't great on these ones, but again for £2.50 you know you're going to be able to get 15 quid, maybe a bit more back on those. These are nice. These are off a different lady. This is a pair of Converse padded collars, foldovers. They're leather ones, are the black ones. They've got a little bit of wear on the heels, but they're a really great size. They're a size 6, which is a good sort of lady size. Paid a £5 for those. Should be looking to get about 25 quid back for those. Pair of Nike Dual Fusion TR3s here. Again, these were off on a different guy. They were £4. But yeah, pretty good condition. The backs, there's a little bit of rubbing on the backs here, which you normally tend to avoid, but it's not major on those. So again, might get about 20 quid back for those. These are ugly old buggers. These ones. These are Nike Air Max again. I can't remember the theme, them Rush or something like that, or Flash, I can't remember, but yeah, I paid again £5 off the guy. These are probably the worst of the ones I got, but again they do sell. Might be able to get about 20 quid give or take for those. Got a really nice pair of Nike Air Force Ones, whites, really good condition, clean condition. A tip if you clean these ones, if you buy these and the rims are a bit dirty, if you just get some of the old Jif cleaner, like the cream cleaner, the one which is slightly grainy, you can really get your rims really clean. You can rub that up and it looks really nice. So yeah, I mean, be careful if you're going to rub the leather, or be careful if you're rubbing it on canvas, because you can sort of scratch it a little bit, because it's got sort of a little bit of a texture to it, that stuff. But it really helps to get these nice and clean and looking good. So again, yeah, same guy who sold me the majority of these trainers. These were a £5. Should get about 30 quid back for those. Not particularly great pairs of trainers at the back here, just a pair of leather Fred Perry's. Paid £1 for those, and paid £2 for these. Just a pair of sort of canvas Nike, I think they're Nike Tennis or Nike, I can't remember the name exactly, but something like that. So I should get, I don't know, not much for them, maybe 15 quid for them or so. Other things I bought from the boot sale, I got 3 PSP games, Bomberman, Metal Gear Acid 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I paid a £5 for the 3 games, all complete with their instructions. Not great finds. I mean, Bomberman's probably worth about a tenner, but I might just try and sell the 3 of them for 15 quid or so with postage. A couple of PS2 games, paid £1 each for these. Again, they're not great games, but I can probably sell these 2 together and might get about a tenner back for them. Just a tip when you're selling games, PlayStation games, some people sell them as bundles, some people sell them individually or so on. If you're going to sell them, I would say, yeah, you look for bundles, but don't ever bundle up don't ever do a bundle of 3 is what I'd say, because if you've got 2, you can get this 2 in a large letter, so it's going to cost you about £1.40 to post, whereas as soon as you get 3, there's no way you can get 3 still as a large letter. So sell them as 1s or 2s. If you're going to sell them as 3, you might as well sell a whole bundle of 5, 6, 10, because the postage is going to go up once you go anything above 2. So 2 go as a large letter, 1 goes as a large letter. Any more than that, you're going to have to pay additional postage on them, so something to think about. This was really nice. This was a Dirty Dancing, the Ultimate Girls Night In DVD collection pack. I saw it, reference to the watermelon for those who have watched Dirty Dancing. It comes with a few little extra bits in there. It's got a t-shirt, it's got a wash bag, it's got some sort of sleep socks, things like that. And it's all sealed inside actually, which was a bonus, and the lady wanted £1, so you should get about 10 back for that. Also picked up, I paid a £5 for these sort of 5 items here. You've got Mario and Yoshi on the Game Boy and the Amazing Spider-Man. They're boxed, which is quite nice because you can sell the boxes separately if you want to. They're not particularly valuable games. They're maybe sort of £3 games. F-Zero on the GBA, Buster Move on the DS, and then this was alright. This was looks like nothing. It's a Nintendo GameCube 251 mega sort of block memory card, and that can go for up to sort of £5-6 by itself, so that wasn't bad. I also picked up a Samuel Eto'o 2007 Barcelona shirt, which I paid £2 for. I mean, it's not massively valuable. I mean, there might be a tenner in it if I'm lucky. Probably end up going to Malaysia, Indonesia, the Far East. That's where nearly all the football shirts I sell end up going. I think that was pretty much what I got from the boot sale. I did do a little run in the charity shops after I posted on Saturday morning, and I got a nice little Fred Perry for £3, medium. Should sell about 50. You could get about £15 back for that. I've sold one of those already this week. This was a really good find. This was a Liverpool candy vintage shirt from about 30 years ago, and if you look at it, it actually looks almost fake. It looks like the ones you pick up in Spain and countries like that, because none of it's raised. But you know, back 30 years ago, this is how they were making shirts. And yeah, it's a good size. It's size 40-42, so it's sort of like a medium large. And I've seen this shirt sell for well over like sort of 35-40 on eBay. So you know, £2.75. That was a great find. Don't find shirts as old as that often. The best shirt I've ever found or picked up was an Arsenal shirt. It wasn't a particularly old one, but it's a gold shirt, and it's got the O2 on the front, and it was a shirt which was only sold in the club shop, and I sold that to a guy in Norway for £150. So yeah, if ever you see that shirt, that's well worth picking up. Also from the charity shops, while I'm on it, I picked up this little guy for £1. This is a recommendation of another video. This is a Jellycat sort of beanie teddy bear. He's in really nice clean condition. If anybody can tell me like how best to list these, I'd appreciate that. I don't know if they have a serial number or if they have anything, how you do it or what to look out for in those. I'd appreciate any tips on that. But yeah, got him for £1. This was nice. This was a John Lewis Mahjong set. I've actually taken it out of its box just to show you because it's really nice. It's in this sort of leather case. All the tiles and instructions are in there. It's in really good condition. The tiles on the top aren't sealed because they have to allow, they couldn't seal it with this thing in there, but the tiles all underneath, they're all still in there, cellophane sealed. And you know, I paid £7 for that, which sounds a lot, but checked it on eBay beforehand, and they're selling for about £30-35. So that was a nice pickup. Also from the charity shop, I found this Lego set, this Technic Lego 8041. It had the instructions and it was all in a bag. I got it home and I sort of counted it all out and worked out what it had and what it didn't have, and they also had another sort of odds and sods box of bits there which I picked up as well because that was £4. I saw that it had this Lego part in it, which is I think it's 8881 or 1888. It's something like that. It's a battery box, and that's worth about £5-6. So I knew whatever was in there was great, and it might help me make up or complete this set here. There's also these little yellow cogs which sell reasonably well for themselves. There's some wheels in there. I might just sell it as a bundle of Technic Lego. I think it's from. I know what set it's from. It's from this container set. But just coming back to the original set of the instructions, I worked it out and I parted it out and sort of saw what was in there. And when I do Lego, if it looks like you've got an almost completed set, what I tend to do is I tend to take a photocopy, colour photocopy of the inventory page, and then I just go through and I sort of put in a box, and I just put a box or a number next to the box of any of the parts which are missing, and I include that as one of my photos in the listing. Because Lego guys who collect Lego, or people who know, they're obviously quite particular about it, and they like to know exactly what they're getting. So rather than just saying, you know, 90% complete or a few bits missing, if people know exactly what's in there and what's not in there, I find it really helps with the listings. So that's how I do them. It does take a bit of time, but yeah, worth thinking about. That was the stuff I got from the charity shops. Then the other main thing I picked up was actually off Gumtree. A guy had a big sort of collection of Nintendo 64, Snes, etc., bits like that, and so he knew what it was worth really, so I wasn't going to be able to pick it up for an absolute bargain. I sort of priced up, I looked through some of the stuff he had, some of it was pretty average and pretty worthless, but sort of cherry picked some of the better bits, and I paid 110 quid for it. I actually got 3 completed Super Nintendos which had the official RFs and the official leads. One of them, if you buy Super Nintendos, always check in here. If they've got this, if this is red rather than just sort of plain black, it means it's got the advanced expansion memory pack in it. And this guy can sell for about 15 quid for itself. You need that to play games like Donkey Kong or Majora's Mask. So yeah, that added the increases the value on one of them. And it's worth pulling it out to see if it's the official Nintendo one. It generally will be, but if it's, you can get replica ones, so it's good just to know, and that is the official one. I had 4 games, nothing majorly exciting. There's Zelda, which is worth about a tenner, the other game's sort of 4 or 5 quid. Number of Snes games, again, nothing particularly exciting. I mean, Mario All-Stars goes for about a tenner. Most of these games, again, sort of around the £5 margin. He had the Super Game Boy Advance. He had a few PS2 games which weren't great, so I just picked up Simpsons Hit and Run, and also he had Hogs of War on the PS1, which is about a £10 game, well, about a £15 game, but just the disc by itself should get about a tenner back for that. He had the 7 controllers. I was missing a yellow controller because I often sell a red, yellow, blue, green controller and sell that for about 60 quid. So I wanted the yellow one, so that was good to get that. He's also got the GoldenEye one here. He then also had he had a couple of PS2 memory cards. He had 5 of these Sony PS2, PS1 RF leads, and then a load of these sort of cables which are handy to have as spares if I ever buy N64s and need to complete them up. So yeah, 110 quid. It was a little bit more than I would have paid ordinarily for it, but it was all in one place. It seemed like a good option, and you know, by bundling up these N64s and, you know, putting a complete set of N64 together with a controller and so on, you can probably get about 40 quid back for them. So I figured if I could sell the three N64s and sell the controllers in that bundle, you know, I've got all the games and I can make a lot of money on top of those. So yeah, not the greatest find ever, but a good one. I do have a really good SNES and N64 bundle coming through the post this week, which I look forward to showing you about. Yeah, more of that later. It's got a really rare game in it. Because when I looked at this stuff, there wasn't actually that one game that just set it apart. You can pick up odd games which were 50 quid or 40 quid, 60 quid by themselves, and in that bundle there was none of that. If there was one of those games, you know, or paying 100 quid for it, it would have been a no-brainer, but I was sort of having to work it out. So I can definitely make my money back on it. It's probably should double my money easily on that bundle, but yeah, a bit of work to be done on that. So finally, just the things that I've sold this weekend. I sold a pair of Replay jeans, Janice jeans. I paid £1 for these in a pound charity shop, and they went for 25 quid with free shipping. Sold a number of games. I sold a bundle of 4 PS3 games for 15 quid, which I paid about £1 each for. Nothing majorly exciting in there. I sold another couple of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is the Blackluster Soldier and the Blackluster Ritual. I sold those for £2.99, so that's all adding up. And then a number of Xbox and PS2 games. I'll just grab them. I sold Buffy, I can't remember exactly, I think that was £4.99 give or take. Simpsons Road Rage on the Xbox, that's a good game, that was £8. Sonic Heroes, I think that was a £5. Guitar Hero, all these by the way are free postage I offer on these unless they go to Europe and it's £3.50 to post there. Guitar Hero World Tour, £4. Then some SingStars, which again there's not much money in these. SingStar Anthems, £2.50. Rock Ballads is a bit better, £5.50 for that one. And then 80s, I got £4 for that. Flashback on the Sega Mega Drive, I think that was £4, £4.99. A sealed HP 343 black ink cartridge, £11.99 for that with free postage. Then these, I showed you these in my first haul video, these Nike Air Flights, which I paid £12 for. Got £50 back for those with free shipping, so that was a bit of a result. Pair of Converse, I think I showed you these as well this week at some stage. £25 for those, size 10s. These Nike Air Tech Toughs, Air Force Ones, really good condition. I've been trying to sell these for ages and I'm surprised they didn't do as well as I hoped. I got £25 for them, but I thought they were worth a bit more than that. But you win some, you lose some. In here, interesting little bundle. What I tend to do is I tend to pick up these poly bags when they're on offer with the newspapers. And what I've got in here is I've got 24 different ones. I mean, the exciting ones are probably the ones on the top. There's the Black Pearl in there, there's the Batman, there's Thor. And I bundled up 24 of them and sell them as almost like an advent calendar. Around this time you get Christmas advent calendars for Lego. And I just, yeah, I think the ones which I offer I think are more exciting. So it's got some good poly bags in there. It's got some other ones which are harder to shift, but I just whacked them all in together, 24 poly bags, and I sold that for £80 plus £15 shipping to a guy in Brazil. So that's a bit of a result, that one. And then the back, the last thing, again I showed you this I picked up last week, this Dungeons and Dragons board game, which I paid £1 for. That's gone for £25. So yeah, that's my week. It could have been even bigger if I'd gone out on the Sunday, but you know, I've got plenty of stuff to be getting on with for the week here. Had a pretty good weekend with about 15 or so sales. Good luck to everybody who's selling on eBay, buying, selling, and yeah, I hope you have a good week. Do put any comments, suggestions, any advice on the Jellycat Bear would be great. Have a good week. Cheers.